Okay, so I got another update on the 300ZX with the Lv3 V6 in it. Got the body back together. I got my dog here trying to enjoy the video. I was able to get the interior back in it. Most importantly, I was able to get the intake made. When I decided to put this motor in here, I knew my biggest challenge would be to try to get the intake in. And what I have is a custom setup that I just finished. Actually last night. Test drove it, drives really good. A lot of things still to do. Don't have a speedometer done, and a lot of wiring needs to be straightened and neatened. But anyway, got a working concept now. It means a lot when you haven't been able to drive it hardly at all. So the intake is a Deepmotor designed for the LT4, or I guess it's the LT1 Corvette or Camaro V8. And the height was the problem with the old plastic intake. If you haven't seen my other videos, it's too tall, couldn't get the hood on. So anyway, as I looked around, this was for me, this was the easiest one to modify in order to get to fit the V6. You know, architecture's pretty similar. So just cut the first two cylinders off, and then I had some people, Jones Waterjet, they fabricated a new front plate and then a spacer for the throttle body, and they TIG welded that back together for me. And I had to offset the throttle body to the side because it is really tight. But anyway, the top of the intake I got 7/16 of an inch. I know that because I used an Allen wrench and kept putting it in there until I could figure out how much clearance I had. Also somewhat of a challenge to try to figure out to get an air filter on here. And I ended up making this setup you see here. I got a Mandrel 90 bend that gets I cut off, I don't know, a couple, you can see it here in the sun. Anyway, I cut it and welded it to this plate, and then what I did is I machined those aluminum blocks, and I screwed those blocks to this plate here, and then I can take these two screws out, take that off, and then the air filter comes out like it goes in a mail slot. So anyway, and see here, I can get air right through there. I definitely don't want to suck air off the radiator, and so I bent this back corner back to keep it from trying to suck any heat off exhaust manifolds. But anyway, it's in, it works, it drives good. I don't know, more to come. I'm going to continue to develop the rest of the car. With the suspension needs some work. I think the rear axle is very weak. Not because of the style, but because mine needs a bearing on the left hand side, and I'm going to get on the highway and see how the ratio is with this motor. I may re-gear it, but I don't know yet, and I don't want to rebuild the 410 yet until I know that's what I want. But it's got a lot of torque, I can tell you that. It easily breaks loose coming around a corner. A lot of that is super cheap tires. They're new, but they're, from what I know about these Rycan brand, I guess they're pretty junky. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching.